And I believe this should be the 5-star. Nah, it might get loud, so volume warning in advance. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, I got scared. Okay, 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 okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! You know what? So Gepart's my first 5-star of this game. You know what? That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Like, not the one that I really will be excited for, that I'll be like jumping over the moon about. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Hey guys, this is ACairconditioner, and welcome back for more Honkai Starrail. Last time, we obviously arrived at Bellabug. We met Madame Cocolia, and we also kind of got betrayed by her after thinking that we had to trust, and then we got sent to the Underworld. I'm not kidding. This place is literally called the Underworld. And we actually met up with Sampo again after he ditched us right before we got to Bellabug. And now we heard about the Wildfire, which is basically the Silvermane guards of the Underworld. And we know that, and we actually meet a member of the Wildfire named Seela. So, and before we start, I know you guys may know something a bit different here. If you guys saw obviously if you guys saw the intro part, I obviously did the standard, the beginner banner pulls, and my target was obviously Bronya, or Yangqing, or Himeko, or Bailu. Instead, I got Gepard. And I'm not sad about that. I mean, Gepard is a really freaking good tank, and I will showcase why in a bit. But I wish I got Bronya. You know, Bronya be the OP support that she is. But whatever, whatever. I still can get her, okay, she's a standard character. But we got tank instead. So as you guys can see, I actually swapped out March for Gepard. Because you guys you guys saw enough of March gameplay. I want to showcase different characters, obviously, and I don't really have a final team in mind, you know. And just because I thought March with Gepard doesn't mean I think March is bad. No, don't get me wrong. I think March is still a fantastic tank character. It's just I want to showcase different characters, you know. Gepard has its own positives. But we kind of awkward for him to be in the Underworld, so that's a bit weird. But well, yeah, let's talk with Seela.
Hey, you came. That was fast.
What is Wildfire doing in the mine?
Didn't I tell you? Long story short, the underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the Underworld. We have to keep providing Geomarrow to the Overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought Wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up.
Understood. Let's go.
Oh, as for you, the chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the Underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
So before we move on, let's talk about some of the characters that we met. First off, Kokolia Ran. The next few characters I'm going to be referring to before we start are actual characters from Honkai with their variants in Starrail. Starting off with Kokolia Ran, the Supreme Guardian of Belobog. She's obviously based off of Kokolia from Honkai Impact. I believe she played the role as like the first major antagonist in the very first like 2 arcs of this game, where she literally hijacked Bronya and in a way kind of backstabbed us to take the Herrscher of Winds, to take the power of the Herrscher of the Wind for herself. And she was being a bit of a snake when we met her again in the recent arc, I like to call it. And then after that, she kind of disappeared. We have no idea what happened to her in the end. I would assume she's not dead. Honestly, I think she just got arrested. And to this day, we have no idea what happened. The recent arc and the A arc kind of got cut short, in my opinion. And then, followed by Bronya. Bronya Ran actually is also a variant of an Honkai character, specifically named Bronya Zaychik, one of the deviant characters of Honkai Impact, alongside Raida May and Count Kaslana, who will end up becoming the Herrscher of Reason and later on the Herrscher of Truth.
Nice.
To not go too much into the story, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And needless to say, they look very different. If anything, I think this Bronya is very specifically based off of the APHO2 Bronya's design, just slightly different. You can see the comparison for yourself. And lastly, I think the character with the most drastic change is Seela. A character from Honkai Impact 3 that's actually in a relationship with Bronya, in a way, and they look drastically different. For one, Seela is way more soft-spoken in Honkai Impact compared to this Seela, who is, I guess, who seems to be way more aggressive. So it's really cool to see these variants of Honkai Impact characters in Honkai Starrail. Now, to be clear, they're separate, they're just based off of each other. And actually, one more character that actually is from Honkai Impact as well. Natasha. She's actually most likely based off of Natasha Siawara from Honkai Impact 3. Who is that? Well, you better know her as Raven. You know, the person that you met in New York City. She is an agent of the World Serpent, and she looks very different compared to the Natasha that we meet in this one. For one, she is not just an agent, but she's also an assassin-like character with a bow. So there's really a difference there. While this Natasha is a nurse. Or doctor. And again, these are characters with same names, but they're different characters, okay? Comparisons are imminent, but at the same time, just treat them as separate characters, just treat them as multiverse variants. You know the drill by now. The only character from Honkai Impact that comes straight from Honkai Impact 3 in Starrail is Welt. Everyone else are just XPs. Simple as that. Now into our
Huh? Isn't that the doctor lady?
third main dungeon in a way.
What's Natasha doing here? Things must be worse than I thought.
Speaking of Natasha, hello.
Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Zila and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met. I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in.
These people.
Miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge. I heard that many were injured in the clashes, so I hurried over here to see if I could help.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw.
That's the price of guarding a secret.
I can understand your thinking. It's just that the underground is in difficult straits. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
They're here because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
We came here willing to help out.
Oh, that's quite nice of you.
I
Call
believe we're
guard?
dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
We finally unlocked relics. Relics are obviously, if you guys are familiar with Genshin Impact, the artifacts of this game. Or if you guys are familiar with Honkai, you can call them the stigmata of this game. You can select the relic over here, and you can actually, and they actually offer some extra stats. And depending on the set they belong in, they actually give you some extra abilities right here. We'll get into more of that later on. And again, if you complete a set, if you at least complete a part of a set, you actually get bonuses akin to that. So obviously we have the Musketeer to Wild Wheat set, which if you get 2 of them equipped, your attack increases by 12%. If you manage to get all 4 pieces on there, the war speed increased by 6%, and basic attack damage increased by 10%. It's a good, simple DPS one. This one's actually something you can get from the web event, I believe. I chose the Serval icon and this 4-star effect right here, or relic right here. And it increases break effect, and then it also can help someone regenerate 3 energy, which is actually pretty clutch, I'm not gonna lie. Good for momentum. And it's a 4-star effect as well, so relic. Get the artifact terminology on my head, it's called relics. I'm just gonna equip the Musketeer one for now, cause this only gives us a benefit once we get the 2-piece at least a 2-piece set. And then we have planar ornaments, which is something that we can worry about later on, obviously. Now, you guys are still confused. I found some strange items. Relics. 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 These are relics. I love this. I love this, by the way. There's some things I saw in the beta testing because obviously I seen someone stream the beta test, these closed beta test. So there's some stuff that I know, and these are some funny stuff right here. So what's a relic? A construct made from data stream, may believe they link to Stellaron and the fragment phenomenon. That's what we refer to as relics, are objects created by fragmentum, whose data is saved and then reconstructed. Thanks. So what's a relic? You could consult Herta. She's an expert in relic research. Oh, I love that dialogue, by the way. There's some funny dialogues that I'll point out later on.
The giant ore vein, the one they discovered. That must be where the clashes are centered. Come on, let's get to higher ground and take a look.
That person up ahead, is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
He's definitely asleep.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive. Hey, wakey wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
March?
What? Mushroom bread? I can't see it on the menu. Huh? Messila!
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team. At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back.
And then, where did Wildfire go?
Further in, I guess. Those thugs took control of the vein ages ago, and they're fully armed. We poor, defenseless, good folks were no match for them. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen into their hands completely.
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another scrap along the way.
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet. If I get back soon enough, I'll have time for a nap.
It seems the miners are having some sort of issues. Also, I'm sorry
recognize
about that.
Woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded. Elaine, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Zila, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains. You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything.
Robots?
Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots. Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines, but then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection.
Maybe Stone's playing tricks?
There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
Then there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots! What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
No problem. Zila and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines should obey humans unconditionally.
Oh,
Is this elevator
sorry, Bronya.
broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk? Do you really want to go down there and be a live target for the robots?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots. We'll just steal off the miners. Look,
Oh, okay.
I saw with my own eyes.
These guys are trouble.
They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
Shameless. Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
A guest with no manners,
Here we have some
huh?
human enemies to fight. The vagrants. Yo, this battle theme though. So, starting off with Japard. He is one of the 7... He's one of the 7 beginner 5 stars. And is of the preservation path specifically, so he is the tank of the 7. His skills include Physical Conviction, which deals ice damage equal to 50% attack of Japard's attack to a single enemy. Obviously, is a basic attack. Daunting Smite deals ice damage equal to 100% of Japard's attack to a single enemy, with a 65 base chance to freeze an enemy for 1 turn. While forcing the enemy cannot take action and will take additional ice damage equal to 3% of your part's attack at the beginning of each turn. Good for stalling your enemies here. Enduring Bulwark. Applies shield to all allies, absorbing damage equal to 30% of your part's defense, plus 150 for 3 turns. Actually really good. So he's in a way a reverse of March 7. He's really focused on pure damage and pure tanking. He's not a traditional counter tank. He's just a traditional tank. His skill doesn't even apply defense. This is the ultimate that applies defense if anything. All he does is stalling. His talent is Unyielding Will, a restore talent here. One stroke of a killing blow instead of becoming knocked down. Gepart's HP immediately restores to 25% of its max HP. This effect can only trigger once per battle. In other words, think of Sturdy in Pokemon. He doesn't get knocked down in one hit if it's gonna be a kill shot. That can come in insane clutch. Knowing that if possibly it can live to this talent and then activate Enduring Bulwark, and then continue to stall with Daunting Smite, it is a perfect combo of just stalling your enemies, slowing them down, ruling them down with your and then taking them down with your DPS, and relying on your DPS to do the final stuff work. His unique is Camaraderie. For once, it's actually a defense talent here. After Gepard uses technique and the next battle begins, a shield will be applied to all allies, absorbing damage equal to 24% of Gepard's defense, plus 150 for 2 turns. This is actually kind of huge, I'm not gonna lie, and I'll show why Camaraderie can be really clutch, especially for Gepard being a tank. So, TLDR version, Gepard is a full tank, he's not a counter tank, he's a tank focused on damage, he's a bruiser. Pretty much what you would expect from a normal tank character like Gepard.
Who's the lucky one today?
Pretty good crowd today.
I think I'm just going for a single target hit here.
Is that
Well, the problem is the fact that Gepard is slow AF, so we're gonna have to deal with that problem. Let's go with an impair.
Scared yet? Look out!
Time keep up. My tempo!
Let's make it quick.
And finish.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! Whoa!
It's a
What
robot.
the heck?
Beep, beep, beep!
Oh no, it's
Searching
this
for
robot.
potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien!
Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity. Beep, beep, beep!
Oh my
Whatever,
god,
whatever.
this
So
voice.
aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the Home Use Object Finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname? Findy.
A home use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days.
Oh my god.
Beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs.
What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us?
Let's take it. Maybe it could be of some use.
Beep, beep, beep! Yes, yes, yes! When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me!
Yes, we just hit through a gate. We cannot activate this lift, by the way. And now I actually have some vagrants that we can fight.
I'm with you.
So let's set up a Gapar's talent technique right there, and then hit him. We all start off with a shield.
Remember inviting you. A gift from the stars. Time for the main event. Let's rock!
This is our chance.
Batter up.
This player only forms to die immediately. As you can see, we all started off with a shield because of his talent or his technique.
Scared yet?
In fact, I'm pretty sure you can actually
Who's the lucky one today?
I think this will be actually really good for her with March because of her girl power talent, which basically does follow-up attacks to anyone with a shield,
Let's make it quick.
or who does follow-up attack whenever anyone is hit with a shield. So yeah,
Reach
that's
the
actually
end of the
really
story
good
in
with
your own
March.
way.
Although it'd be pretty redundant to have two different Preservation Ice characters, but you know, just for like team comp ideas. We got another Automaton Bumblebee. This is like the series of this game. I noticed that. I'll take care of him. Anyways, that was fast.
Hey, what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
Or we can find this fancy chest. But yeah, since there's a commotion over there.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. And you don't even try hiding it.
So fingers are thieves, basically.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
Leave it to me.
No need to play the hero. I'm going with you.
I'm going too. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
Aha! And who do we have here? Do you know whose territory this is?
The lucky one today.
Uh-huh.
It's your territory. I'm in a hurry. I'll take you all in one go.
My tempo!
About this.
You took the words out of my mind.
This ends here. Rules
Let's take care of
are
them real
made
quick.
to be broken.
Finish.
Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly,
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots.
What do these robots want?
Your run-of-the-mill robots don't have a will of their own. Their aim is merely Svarog's aim. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the Underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity, while the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the Underworld.
Wait, a guardian of humanity? That can command robots? I've never heard of anything like.
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time! It sounds like there's danger waiting for us in the intersection. Can we still get through?
I want to meet Sparrock and his minions.
Right. There's unfinished business here. The chief is still down there. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Zila starting to appreciate our
I think that's a
strength?
sarcastic tone, March.
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were
Oh, never
as
mind.
impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed.
I thought she
by
was being
Svarog.
sarcastic.
Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Yeah, sure thing. But be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead.
Nothing we can't handle.